Hello everybody, it's Joe and welcome back to Diablo 2 Resurrected, and we are currently in a nightmare because I was doing 100 Andariel and 100 Mephisto runs, and I was sort of interested what items I can get for these basically 200 runs. And my life for the past week, every evening, because I don't like to play like too long, I'm probably too old for that. But I just went for Andariel. This was pretty good level, level 2 catacombs, because the stairs down are usually on the right side of the waypoint, so I went like this. And it was great, and on the level 3 it is a little bit more difficult because you have no idea where the stairs are. So you will have to just teleport around, and usually you are looking for some corner. And it was also pretty good, and level 4 is easy peasy lemon squeezy, or Andariel squeezy to be more specific. I would just like to throw a few frozen orbs around, and then I give Andariel some firewall treatment, and it was pretty fast. And that would be the Andariel run, pretty fast, pretty easy with fire damage, but Nightmare Andariel goes down like very easily. And I would like sell the stuff, and after that I would go for Durance of Hate level 2, and we will be looking for the stairs down again. Excuse me, I need to drink something. Okay, much better. So, as I was saying, we are looking for the stairs again, and Durance of Hate, maybe there is some better way, but usually I try to look on the left of the waypoint, because the waypoint is left from level 1, and level 3 should be like straight across, so that makes it on the left from the waypoint. Yeah, usually it is like this, but sometimes I get sort of lost here. And here with Mephisto I would also kill the council, because you get some money here, which is pretty nice. And in Nightmare there are not many good drops you can get from the council here, but in Hell it definitely pays to spend a little bit more time, since you are already here, to deal with the council, because they can have some nice drops. And also there is the armor stand, and I'm not sure whether you have noticed, but there was a weapon stand, and these are also worth checking. You've seen Mephisto for a while. I will also deal with these guys, but as I was saying, in Nightmare the drops are not anything too interesting here. It's just like making a habit of dealing with these guys before dealing with Mephisto. And here I would just give him a few statics and try not to die. And after that I can just firewall the guy a little, and that's it. Okay, these are pretty good drops for the last run. And also when you are here you should also check this chest, because it can have some nice drops too. So that was a Mephisto run. And after the run you should like go through the portal, because it is faster to get to the waypoint in Act 4 after you reset. So I'm pretty excited about this, and you will see in a minute why. Yes, this is Cloud Crack. Interesting. I don't think I have ever seen this weapon. I can sell this. I have too many kittens, but I will keep this one for the moment. And the interesting thing here is, come on, wrong mouse button, is the Oculus. I'm pretty excited about this because this is probably the best drop I've got through the whole run. And it will be great addition to my arsenal. And this one is not very interesting, but I like to pick heavy armors anyway because they sell quite well. So with this done, I will show you all the drops from from the run. And let me start with the stuff I have on myself. And it is perfect Tarnhelm. We have pretty nice skin of the Viper Magi with 33 all resistance. We have pretty low chance guards. I have pretty nice magic find ring with some lightning resist. I have a gold wrap, 27% Nagel, some boots, but I have these from gambling, I believe. I'm just rocking the rhyme. And I have this 31% MF amulet with some lightning resist on me. And for the charms, I'm just rocking some crap I found along the way, some magic find, more mana, some life, a little bit of magic find, fire resist, another fire resist, this one is pretty good, gold resist, and some more gold resist here. Okay, now let's check all the items, or all the more interesting items I have found during those 100 plus 100 runs. And let's start from left to right. I have seen quite a few peasant crowns, which are like poor man's Shaco, without magic find, and I have found at least 3 of those. I believe I have like fed Charcy some of those. G-Face is pretty nice find, I have 2 of those. Frostburns, I have 3 of those. These might at least trade for some Lamroon, I hope. Mage Fist are also pretty good find. I have found 2 of those. Another chance guards, but these are even worse than these I'm having on me. And also Trankel's claws, which are very good caster gloves. And I believe I've got this from the armor stand in a Mephisto room. So sometimes you get some funny drops even from the stands. And for the boots I have 2 water walks, which are sort of mediocre but okay. These are not really interesting, but I might use them for some leveling due to plus 40 faster run walk, but I will see. Goblin toes, these might be good for my kicks in when I respec. Natalia's souls are overall pretty good boots with nice run walk and useful resists. And these will be also used for leveling. And I have found that Sazabi's mental sheath is pretty useful, maybe for leveling, but I will see. The lightning and fire resist plus 1 skills, like it can be used, it's not the worst helmet in the world. And I have the Face of Horror, which again might be useful for leveling. And I have found actually 2 of Talarsa's Horrific Crest, and the other one is on my mercenary. And you can already see I have also the Talarsa's belt, and this is pretty interesting rare belt I've got along the way. It has faster hit recovery, some cold and fire resistance, so it can be pretty useful. And for the rest of the belts we have Night Smoke, which can be used for leveling, not the worst belt in the world. I have 3 gold wraps, 2 are here and the 3rd one is here. And I have 1 Thunder God's Vigor, and I believe I've got this one when I did 1 Bale run, because I was getting bored from Mephisto and Andariel. So it technically doesn't count to the 100 Mephisto and Andariel, but it is also a nice find in Nightmare. And for the second step, I have found pretty interesting fire skill and Aura's circlet for fire sorceress, so it might be useful. I have found 2 more Tarnhelms, but these were nowhere close to this perfect one. I have found actually 2 Moser's Blessed Circles. I'm rocking the second one here on my teleport switch, where I have the Spectre Shard, which has some resistances and more importantly 50% faster cast rate to hit another breakpoint for faster teleporting around, and I also have a second one here, so that's that. And Gerki's Sanctuary is ethereal. It is interesting shield because of the high chance to block. There is another Viper, but not as good as the one I'm rocking because it has like 10 less Olores. Irata's Coil is another interesting helmet actually for playthrough or leveling, because having like 30 plus lightning and fire resist is nice, but you can replicate the same effect with runes into open second helmet, so maybe not so interesting. But I think you can wear this from earlier level than the runes will let you. And there is one Undead Crown, which is ethereal, and it might have been useful for the mercenary, but because I have 2 Talarasha's face masks, it's like obsolete, for me at least. And here we have Lidless Wall, which is like if you don't want to boost your strength to 156 to carry the spirit. This is caster alternative for +1 skills and 20 faster cast rate. And that's all for the big items, so let's check the smaller items. And we have quite a lot Mehim Oak Cario, and I have like 3. Yeah, I have 3 of those. I have one Nokozan relic, I have Nagel, and I have also found this better one. And Menold, so pretty nice amount of jewelry. I believe Andariel is responsible for most of these. I have the Angelic combo, which will give you pretty nice boost to attack rating. My attack rating would go through the roof, so that's nice thing to see. And after that I have some standard kitten seals. And this one is pretty interesting because I was also gambling during the runs with the money I have made. And I was using the Edge Rune Ward to reduce the price of the items for gambling by 15%, you can see at the last line. And this one is like poor man's Mara's Kaleidoscope. You have the resistances and some life, but you are of course without the plus skills. This one is also interesting. Faster cast rate with 15 Olores is pretty okay, I would say. This one might be useful for leveling my Amazon with some fire resistances. This one might be good for leveling a druid with some massive fire and poison resistances. This one might be actually useful if I make a wind druid, because 2 to elemental skills and +10 to 2 res is also sort of poor man's Mara's Kaleidoscope. And this one is basically +20 all res with huge poison resistance and some mana and replenish life. So again, pretty good for leveling and maybe can be useful in later stages of the game. And do I have some other goodies? Yes, these 2 rings are pretty interesting because they have all res. This one has also lifesteal, attack rating and some other goodies. And this one is just +9 all resistances, which I have found interesting, but probably not very useful. This jewel might be pretty good if I get an ethereal Andariel's Visage, because it covers the fire resistance with +36 and you have bonus of other resistances. So it might be even used instead of Amrune if you want to boost your fire resistance a little bit more, but still want to cover a little bit of other resistances, so that's pretty good. And for the charms, it's not too interesting, but it can help me cover some white spots or red numbers in my character sheet. and it's faster hit recovery, another faster hit recovery with plus 15 lightning resistance. This one is actually pretty good. Alder's weapon just not very useful, but here it is. And for small charms, some cold resistance with strength, some small life charm, faster hit recovery with attack rating, some life, and some life with attack rating. These are pretty trashy, but I can use them on my characters until I get something better. So that was the run. The highlights is the Oculus I've got on the last run. The 33% Viper Magi is great. I'm pretty happy about the Mozars because I like this shield quite a lot as a budget version. The Perfect Tarnhelm is pretty funny. I'm pretty happy about Talrasha's crests because these are huge for your mercenary. I was also able to get the belt, which might help me to put together some partial Talrasha armor later on. The Cold Wraps, Chance Guards, the Trenkous, the Mage Fist, Frostburns, G-Faces. So you can get pretty nice items even in Nightmare, and it was pretty fast and easy to do these runs. Like, I'm level 77, which is what I got from running Nightmare Bale runs. And I'm rocking around 260 magic find from my stuff. And you can see I have pretty low faster cast rate. You would need like 63 or 64 for another breakpoint. So I use a switch with a faster cast rate blade to hit another breakpoint to teleport faster. And when I reach the boss, I switch back to this more magic find, more damage. Okay, that was the run. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!